starting my video now. Let's see. Kicking me out. Kicking both of y'all out. Shut the door behind you. Yeah, I need help getting it. What's up? Hey, Ash. So I need to leave in the ends on this hat. This is one of the ones out that I finished while I was standing outside at Baba's. All right, and then I put like a little nail hook, like a nail little circle, so you can hang it from a hook or a nail or something on that one. And then that's as far as I got with the second one that I started. So let's set that over there out of the way. So one of the things that I want to do this year is, because I think it'll help me be accountable. And this is the socks that Laura knit for me on her sock knitting machine. I just have to Kitchener the toes of it. So I'll do that. Probably start that tomorrow. And Pam gave me this little bag. We'll get through this together. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm keeping a log of my gardening ideas and gardening related things I want to do. And so I think that's going to help a lot. What is that? And one of the things I'm supposed to be doing is today is I got to glue my little seed packet together. So I've already cut them out. Got my glue. I just need to glue them together. And what I plan on doing is, if I can get my dad's seeds to germinate, and then I can grow several plants, and just let those plants go to seed, and then harvest the seeds once those seed pods dry up. Then I'll be trying to share some of those seed varieties of his with other people so they can grow them. So we can keep those strains going long after I'm gone, long after my dad's gone. We can try and keep those strains of collards and the turnips and whatever other seeds of his that if I can get them to germinate, we can try and keep that going. So I want to do like a garden scrapbook. So that's some of the stuff back there that I was collecting. So the first one I made, I used the glue stick, which I hid the glue stick from B, and I effectively hid it from myself. And I got more glue sticks. I just don't feel like looking for them. So I'm trying to find the one that's already done, and I don't see it right now. Oh well. That's it. Yeah, so this is the little seed packet that's already done. So you can write your information down on this side, and then you can put a picture. You can glue a picture down on this side, and label it. And then you can glue it shut over here. So that's the one that I already did. Move this stuff. Everything wants to fall. Yeah. That's the other thing I gotta do is I gotta order my insulin. Keep forgetting. So this is it. So are you doing any of those Advent? I've been seeing people who are doing those Christmas Advents and stuff. Are you doing any of that stuff this year? Which one are you doing? A mini skein Advent? Did a pattern come with it? Or are you like, doing your own pattern? And so I really did not like the way this seed packet was designed. I felt like they tried to make it too frou-frou, when all they had to do was just, they could have just taken a piece of paper, and folded it in half, glued it in together on this side, and then once it was dry, they could have just cut this part off right here, just to make the flap, and then just fold it down for the flap. Boom, envelope. You know what I'm saying? Seed envelope. That's the easiest way to do one. Instead of all that cutting and crap that they were doing. Easy seed envelope. Just a fold and a cut and glue, and boom, you got a seed envelope. So easy. Instead of going through, I had printed it out, so that's why I'm using them, because I'd already printed them out. Pinwheel, triangles, patchwork pattern. But why'd you give up? Is your Zoom tonight? Baby wipes. Baby wipes. Oh. It starts at what, 7? I wonder where my bone folder is at. Oh, what is this? Okay. If you're just joining me, I am gluing down seed packets for when I want to share seeds with others. And I actually got something to put these in for storage. When I ordered my flower seeds from Row by Row Haas, they came in this little metal tin, and it's perfect for storing these little seed packets in. My flowers came in, flower collection came in this tin, and it's perfect for me storing these little packets in. So as I make them, I'll just put them in there. And yeah. I know I might not sound very excited, but I am very excited to get back to gardening. It's been almost 4 years, I think, since Tater passed on. And that's how long it's been since I did any gardening. And so yeah, I'm very excited about this 2021. It goes so much faster when you're not working by yourself. But sit over there. Hey, Barb. How are you? Gluing my seed packets together for seed sharing. How's your weather been? You get more snow? Yep, been good here. One of my knitting friends lost their father this week. Um, but we've been blessed so far. Okay, getting there. I have a bone folder somewhere. I don't know where I put it at. It's somewhere around here. And it's pink too. So it shouldn't be that hard to find unless it was borrowed. If it was borrowed, I may never get it back. Out of powers that be. All right, so that was the last one. So let's move on to the next project. Need to find my hole punch. So what I want to do is I want to keep a journal this year. This is some paper that I got from the journal. What's it called? Junk journal shop. And so these are going to be part of my gardening journal. And I'm going to cut it in half. That's where my bone folder would come in handy if I knew where it disappeared off to. So we just got to do it this way instead, I guess. Oh, journal, bone folder, wherefore art thou, bone folder? I guess I can use the end of this paintbrush. What you think? You know, it's like when you want something, it's never where you left it at, you know? If I didn't want it, it'd probably be all up in my face. Isn't that how it usually goes? When you want something, you can't find it, and when you don't want it, it's always in your way. And it's like a bright pink, so it's not like it's an inconspicuous color. I think I bought it from like Michael's or somewhere, and that was the only color they had available. The day I went there to get a bone folder, they only had pink available. Like, you know, go figure. The color that I hate the most would be the color that would be there, you know. So yeah. Yep. Please. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll make do with the brush. So, all right. It says Murphy's Law. Let me just use this. It ain't got to be perfect. All right. It's visible until you need it. Then it's invisible. Once you need it, it becomes invisible. I know there's people out there that's like cringing once they see this and see that the creases aren't perfect and the paper isn't perfectly aligned. Well, ain't nothing on this earth perfect. So people need to get over that. You can tell that I do not have OCD. So the day something becomes perfect will be the day that it will be removed from this planet in one shape, form, or fashion through death or destruction. It will disappear. What they say, how they go, there is perfection and imperfection. We should all strive to be imperfect. Why? Because I just like the randomness of it. And plus, I don't have a jelly plate. So I wanted to just try to create with some of this stuff. And it wasn't expensive either. And I don't have any acrylic paint. Some of them are interesting, like this one, are more interesting. I like that purple because purple was my mom's favorite color. So that's why I kind of gravitated towards this one. Kind of like, a memory thing for her. For me, like a visual thing. Like this one was like a magazine cover. And this looks like a blimp. And I was stationed at Lakehurst in New Jersey, where the Hindenburg blew up at. So that's one of the reasons why I like that paper, because it made me think about my time in Lakehurst when I was stationed there. Yeah. Another tick-tack on my door. I guess this lady was selling chairs. It's funny how you can see the picture better looking over at the monitor. All right. Let me put the cap back on this glue. I think, Barb, that it's probably a man. It's probably men who try to decide why it's perfect. They seem to have the most trouble dealing with the randomness of life. Okay. So these were magazine pages, and these are short. So these fit right over the top of that. So these are short. It's not no interesting. So let me see what I'm gonna do with this. put these in between. Put one here. Put one here. Let's see, kind of makes me think of sunflowers. Put one there. Put one here. Put one there. Okay. And then with these, we can make some pockets. Make some cheap pockets. That's the interesting side. So that'll be on the outside. Okay. Need my glue again. We want it to be like this. Make it wide. So it'll be like that. Yeah. I need to find my glue stick. Okay. The male species. Man is in the male species, always trying to make something be perfect instead of just accepting stuff the way it is and being happy with things the way they are. And then they end up being so dissatisfied with life, chasing perfection. And they become so dissatisfied with life and everything else because they're chasing perfection instead of just being happy with the way things are. It's things that you can't change. What did God give me the strength to, how does it go? Change the things I can and accept the things that I can't change. Something like that. All right, so turn it this way. Yeah. sit these somewhere where they can dry. Don't have to worry about them sticking to anything else. Okay. So now we have, this is like from the local cooperative extension, and it has like the zones that you're in and everything. And so I am in Norfolk, which is right here, and I am in zone, this is zone 8A to 7B in this area. There's some areas that you got like little microclimates, but we're mostly zone 8A over here where I'm at. A lot of people say we're zones, they're zone 7, but we're pretty much more like between 8 to 7 for this area here. We would say it would be zone 8, but I would be more inclined to think it would be zone 7. And so it also has like recommended like different crops, the recommended planting dates and harvest dates, and just like a bunch of pages of stuff. And that's a blank page. We'll keep that there. And then this is the hardiness for zone 8A. So I think I printed out 7B and 8A just so I will have both of the maps. And so then I have like the seeds that I purchased this year. Some of the invoices for that. Oh, that's the article about the lady who wrote the book about that my daughter illustrated. That doesn't go in there. So okay. So that goes in there. So that way I have an idea of what I bought. And so this is, we found this garden store a couple years ago. And as soon as we found them, the next year they were gone because the area was bought out by developers to where they were revitalizing. Oh, move the paper up higher. I'm sorry. And so the area was bought out by developers. And so this feed store is no longer in existence and had been there forever. And like, I'm like, yeah, just my luck. I find it. And then that's when they sell out. So this is also going to be going in, and it's folded. I probably should do it this way so I can open it up. So this should be like the first page, and I just have to figure out how I'm going to bind this. I also had, like, this was in a shoebox, the Fila paper. I just thought it was interesting paper to have. And so I was going to incorporate that into that. Because you can like write on it, draw on it, color on it. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll color on this paper. We'll use the watercolor markers. This is the plain side. Let's cut this paper. Cut that. Okay. These are my seed packets. They're dry enough now that I can just go ahead and put those away. Take them out to the garage soon. Put with all my other gardening stuff. Artesas. These are the browns and grays, and these are the yellows. So I have these water bottles that have the tip on them like this. These are perfect for filling up your brush pens. If I can get it loose. Left it loose. Okay. And you just poke it in there and fill it up. It's perfect for filling those up. All right. So, what should we draw? You got any? Since it's gonna be for my gardening, I guess we could do a sunflower to start with. Let me find a reference photo. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Good night, Barb. I'm doing all right. Working on my putting together my garden journal for 2021. What have you been up to today? Wow. That means you got a lot of stuff to do, Lucy. We're like on I Love Lucy, Ricardo. Lucy, what you doing? Oh. All right, so these ought to be dry now. Take the camera back out. I think I was frustrating Barb because the screen is to the left, so I'm not catching everything people say, and I didn't realize that the papers weren't like centered. So I took and folded two of the papers to make like little inserts. Like this one is glued on the side, and then it has like you can open it up and you can put something in there. And then I made one on this one too. Like I like this side, so I didn't want to mess up this side. And so I made one. I glued this to the back side, another little pocket insert. And I'm gonna put that one at the front right there. So this is going to be part of my garden journal for this year. I want to do a garden journal, kind of keep myself honest. I can like write notes down on the pages and stuff. So this is some tissue paper that came in the shoe box. So I decided to just draw something on it and use it in my journal. Okay. Have I been spread? No, I had made last year. I had made like a bunch of the little crochet Christmas stockings, where it's basically a hexagon, and you fold it over and you seam the side, and it makes this little stocking. And I put a little loop on it, so that you can hang it on a tree, or you can hang a hook on it, or hang it from your tree. So I had about 11 or 12 of those things, and I gave them all out today to random people and some of my friends at my knitting group. And then I also had made some hats using the Central knitting machine. And so we had to go and take my husband's car to get a tire repaired on it. And so the guy that fixed our tire, I gave him a hat, and then the guy that owns the little tire changing place, I gave him a hat. And just random people, random things that I've made. I do that. Sometimes if I have baby blankets and stuff like that I've made, trying new patterns and stuff. If we go somewhere and I see a new mama out there, I'll just walk up to her and say, "Hey, do you want a baby blanket, a handmade baby blanket?" And then just give it away. What does my daughter want? Uh, I don't know why the internet is so slow today. And so I wanted to work on my this is backwards. Oh, it can go like this then. Yeah, it can go like that. So I wanted to work on my journal some today. And so I still have these little tissue papers. And I also got in my new seed catalog from Baker's Creek Heirlooms. I love their seed catalog. For the pictures in their seed catalog are so beautiful. And but this is this year's seed catalog, so I'm not gonna cut that one up. I do have last year's catalog somewhere around here. That one I'll cut up and add to stuff. So love their stuff. I got my fig tree from them, and about 4 years ago, I think. And like a lot of this stuff, if you go to their website, a lot of stuff that's in the catalog is not available. That's one of the things with the COVID. A lot of people have turned to their yards, gardening, trying their hands at gardening, ordered a bunch of seeds and stuff. So a lot of this, and plus a lot of the seed producers, because of COVID, um, their staff, they haven't been able to do what they want to do because of shutdowns and stuff. And so a lot of the seeds aren't available. I should get some of those. Yeah. Ooh, purple lady bok choy. I should get some of that if there's any available. I love their pictures. I mean, look at that. Look at that, Coleus. Oh, when we were in San Diego, they had ice plants everywhere growing there, and birds of paradise growing all over the place in San Diego. It's just so pretty. Look at those black and white minstrels. Those are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I got water on my book. Let me move that out of the way. I'm gonna try eggplant in buckets this year. They don't seem to do too good in the garden. I don't know if it's like, you know, the pest or what, but I'm gonna try growing them in buckets this year. The first year we planted eggplant, it did really well. But every year after that, even trying to grow it in different areas of the garden, maybe could have been bad seeds. I don't know. It just didn't seem to do as well. I'm gonna try doing fennel this year. Yeah, like a lot of this stuff wasn't available on their website, but maybe now that they've released the catalog, maybe it's available now. So I'm gonna have to go check and see. Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, huckleberries self seed so fast it will make your head spin. We grew it one year, and then the next year, because the birds eat it and then they poop somewhere in your garden and they sow the seeds. We were having huckleberry coming up all over the garden in the front yard by the fence where the birds like to perch at. We had huckleberries just coming up all over the place. Oh, those are pretty. Those are real pretty. Sweet melons. They look small too. Hmm. Minnesota midget. A micromelon. Very early heirloom. 4 inches. Hmm. Burning embers. Look at these. Look at those. Those were sold out on the website when I first went to it to try to order some seeds. So I ended up getting most of my seeds from Hoss, HOSS. And then some people that I've gotten seeds from in the past on Etsy. I ordered some seeds from them. Moonflowers. Hmm. Oh, sounds like the grandbaby's waking up. Okra look good. I love okra. The way I like to cook my okra for me is I cook them in butter and till they're just hot and they're starting to get soft. And that's how I like them. Put some vinegar and salt and pepper on them, and oh my God, love them. Whereas my husband, he likes his sliced and fried, breaded and fried. That's how he likes his okra. Yeah, I tried to get some of the French shallots, and they were sold out online. So I'm gonna go back there today, and I'm gonna see if I can see if they released seeds for some of the stuff that was sold out or unavailable the first couple of times I went. Make delicious blackberry flavored black pansy syrup. Huh. These pansies can be used to make syrup. Interesting. And so are these. I love growing peppers. I just can't touch them. A lot of them I can't touch them anymore because the casings in them, they just make my hands burn for just burn. It takes forever to stop the burning feeling. And then my hands also would swell up. I found it out when I grew Scotch bonnet one year. And it's the first time I've ever had a reaction to peppers before. So, but I have to grow some jalapenos for my husband. He likes jalapenos. I like bell peppers for stuffing. Ooh, wasabi radish. Should try to get some of that fruit radish. That's funny. This stuff grows wild out in my yard. We cut it up like it's a weed, but it's actually edible. Yep, 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 yep. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, those look really good for bacon. And sunflowers, one of the favorite things to grow, sunflowers. And tomatoes look so good. Some tomato with some fresh mozzarella with the what did they make that syrup out of? It was like balsamic vinegar and molasses with some agave or honey and with some hot red pepper flakes. It was so freaking good. Oh my God. And it was poured over the top of the fresh mozzarella and tomato. It was just so freaking good. So that's those Berkeley tie-dye green, tie-dye pink. Those are tomatoes that was on that show that guy didn't know what they were. He had a mislabeled packet. And turnips. I love turnips. Watermelons. It just looks so weird to me. The watermelons that aren't red. They just look so weird to me. So yeah, look at that. All those beautiful radishes, a green radish and a red radish, striped radish. Who knew? So yeah. So now I gotta figure out how I'm going to bind this and what I'm going to bind it with. And I'm gonna need more papers in here too. So, but I want to be able to take notes, on stuff. And like keep information that I found out like about our local area. Because before when I did a garden, I just did what I knew how to do that my dad taught me, And but I want to get more data for our yard and our area and improve the soil more and stuff like that. Be more conscious of the compost area and rotating the compost. This is little things I want to just be more proficient at as far as gardening and whatnot. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and thanks for stopping by. It was good seeing y'all. The ones that weren't red watermelons, like the yellow watermelon, the orange watermelon. Let me see. Like I've always grown up with red, with red watermelon. Okay, so like look, so that I would expect to see. No, I only think when I was growing up, and look at this one, it's like lemony. The outside doesn't bother me so much because we've seen what we call Ghost, the mutant watermelon, where it was white. It was a white watermelon, but when you cut it open, it was red on the inside. But if we'd have grown up when I was growing up, if we'd have grown an orange watermelon, nobody would have ate it. They would have thought it was poisonous, or that there was something wrong with the watermelon. you know. And this one, it looks like a pumpkin on the outside, but it's a watermelon. And that would be fun to grow just to be mess with people. Like they would think it's a pumpkin, but it's a watermelon. This one is white. Like this one looks like a Charleston gray on the outside, but it's this pink color on the inside. So yeah. So to me, it looks weird. So if you have some ideas about how to bind this, what to bind it with, like I want to be able to have more notes in there. So I got to find, I guess I look through the papers and stuff that Dee Dee and Jersey sent me and see if there's papers in there I can add to this. I can also take and pull the old book. I guess I could take my old Baker Creek heirloom from last year, and I can add the stuff in between those pages, like an altered book, and just trim it to fit in between the one from last year. I just got to find it first. I think that's what I'll do then. Then all I have to do is just reinforce the binding. So I just need to find the one from last year. That's it. I'm going to let you go. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate you guys. So spending time with me. So take care.